Welcome to Strange Paths, a podcast where we read and do other stuff involving choose your own adventure style stories. We're your hosts. I'm Paul.
I'm Stephanie.
And I am the spirit of Megan that is horribly jammed back inside the rotting corpse that I found. We're together again, but it's not looking pretty.
Is it the same one?
Yep.
Why is it still there?
I don't have any friends and no one checks on me.
You're like a sad hermit crab that left its shell and then there weren't any other shells, so it was like, oh, fine. Guess I'll go back.
I went back to the one the eels had a sexual field day with, and it's messy in here.
God. Finding an entrance where they can, am I right? Oh, man. So we're all slightly ill.
Yep.
I sound extra jazzy today. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, guys.
I don't sound any different.
That's true.
It's scary for Halloween.
Oh, so much phlegm.
Will we recover? Illness. No.
All right.
So this is our special Halloween episode, though, which means we all have stories tonight.
Slightly shorter, but still all present.
Yeah. Half the story, double the spook.
So yeah, we all have stories, and I'm going to read mine first because my voice might not last the longest.
So what's your story called?
It's called Ghost Hype. Are you guys prepared?
I think so.
No.
I mean, if not, I will be hyped, right?
No. You have to start hyped.
Oh.
That's why it's called hype, because it signals that you should be getting hyped.
I'm scarily hyped.
Ooh, sure. Oh. All right, you ready? There's not a warning per se, but there is something at the beginning that is special.
Thank you, purred happily.
Yeah. I just realized I'm not holding my microphone. Okay. 'Twas All Hallows Eve, and all up in here, a wraith seeks a soul to jam-pack with fear. He hunts bummers, the humdrum, those weak to his sway. Cold hearts without autumn fanfare fall prey. This took a really long time. Fear not, for this tale need not be the end, for victims shall triumph through spirit, girlfriend.
Right.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I did that, and I needed a thesaurus a lot. It's hard to rhyme. Good way to go, rappers. Okay.
If you'd like to put that song to a beat and send it to us.
Yeah. I want to hear that. I want to hear it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. Ghost Hype! Come on, Meredith, you have to come to the party. It's going to be amazing, and you can't just spend another Halloween at home alone. Come on, you deserve to have some fun tonight. Your friend Cassandra drones endlessly through the phone while you stare listlessly into space, wondering how anyone can possibly have fun on Halloween.
She sounds like a Cassandra.
I know, that's why I chose it.
Right, yeah.
And also wrote it. I'm really good, guys. Okay, it's just an excuse to get drunk or dress slutty, and who needs that? As a matter of fact, you don't even really care about any of the holidays. What, you're supposed to suddenly feel overcome by spooky fun or devilish whimsy just because it's October? Paul. He's nodding like he agrees that it's a good thing. God, she sounds so boring. I don't know, Cassandra. I'm doing Paul's voice right now, because that's who I'm basing this character off of.
Gotcha.
I don't know, Cassandra. I kind of had a whole plan here. I mean, the party sounds okay, but I was going to try to get my life plan together with the aid of my bullet journal. Besides, people are going to be weird tonight. I don't know if I want to go watch someone dressed up as Elvira get drunkenly felt up by Elmo. Meredith, you have to come. I'm going to come get you. Put on a costume. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Ew.
You hang up the phone and inwardly chastise yourself for your weakness. Cassandra is so sure and forceful that there's no way you could change her mind. She cares too hard, and you feel powerless against her. Cassandra is not... Wait, I gotta figure out this voice. Cassandra, listen to the same fucking voice. Here's something totally different. Cassandra is not the boss of you. Call her back and give her the business. An ominous voice simultaneously whispers and screams, seemingly from within your own head, which to me, doing a monotone voice is simultaneously whispering and screaming, apparently. Its voice brings to mind the color black and glistening entrails and sends shivers down your spine. What? Who's there? You sputter. What the heck? You look around your apartment searching for the source of the voice, but find no one. No, wait. Actually, don't call her, the voice rasps again. Let her come. Lure her in and ensnare her that we might linger over her dismemberment, basking in her screams. Before you can pee your pants, a violent, freezing wind swirls around your apartment, raising your hair on end and scattering the drafts of your life plan all over the place. You're frozen with fear in this chilly vortex, your eyes and mouth wide from the silent scream on your face. You hear cacophonous laughter mixed with the roaring wind and suddenly feel the air rush above you, then crash down your throat like a sword. We own your soul now, Meredith, because your name is Meredith, Paul. We shall ride upon your corporeal form and make you do weird stuff, then plunge your boring soul into the depths of the underworld. Oh my god, you shriek in your head. This isn't happening. Cassandra's gonna be here any minute. I don't want the last things I do with her to be super weird and then die. People will remember me as a freak forever. Yes, Meredith, you understand the plan exactly. We hear your thoughts because we are inside you. We feel your feelings and will seize every opportunity, every embarrassing impulse, and talk to every boy you have a crush on to cause you great discomfort. Do not resist, for there's no way out. We are laughing.
I keep expecting your ghost voice to morph into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You can imagine that.
Okay.
That's fine. Girl, I'm here. Your costume better be poppin'. Cassandra happily yells while unceasingly banging on the door. Open up. I'm about to be out of control. No, you have to fight. You have to keep Cassandra on the other side of that door no matter what. The ghost is not amused. The ghost is not amused. You can feel its spooky, airish bulk pushing into your legs and forcing them toward the door. Then using your stupid, treacherous arm, I can't read. Your stupid, treacherous arm to open it. And to cap it all off, it pushes into your face, causing you to make a horrifying, excited smile face at Cassandra, obviously weirding her out. Okay, girl, what are you doing? You aren't even wearing a costume. I'm gonna look through your stuff and make you in, okay? Just, sit down or something. That's Cassandra.
Oh, okay. Thought that was the ghost.
The ghost frog marches your body to a chair and makes you open-mouthed smile at Cassandra as she leaves the room. What did we tell you? You cannot resist. Actually, please keep resisting. It's making this extra fun.
Open mouth smile doesn't mean, their teeth are apart, right?
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
yeah.
It does? Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna give in, you freak, you think to the spirit. Do whatever weirdo ghost of Halloween crap you want. I'll not give in. Leave me alone. Girl, there's not much to work with in here. Do you have any ideas while I was on my way over? You feel the ghost within you squirm and buzz with evil intent. The airy ghostiness of it moves to your throat and settles there. Make me the image of our dark lord, seeping poison and leaving a trail of entrails in my wake. The spirit releases control of your throat, laughing in your head. Cassandra peeks her head out from your bedroom doorway, looking quizzically at you. Why are you like this? I'm gonna dress you in an 80s outfit. Jesus. Are you gonna let Cassandra order you around and take you into public view in this state? In your apartment alone, at least it's only yourself the ghost can hurt. Cassandra's party is going to be packed with people that could be injured, possessed, or just present to watch your humiliating demise. Then again, if you let Cassandra make the decisions for you tonight, maybe the ghost won't be able to make you do things? I don't know. Halloween logic. What do you think? Do you want to stay here, or allow yourself to be dragged to the party, letting Cassandra guide you rather than the ghost?
Well, I don't know about you, Megan, but it's Halloween, and I wants to party.
Ooh, Megan wants to party too. Yeah.
Okay.
The party it is.
You go spiritually limp, You can't fight this thing. It's plainly demonstrated that. Feeling you give in, the spirit's hold becomes much more pleasant. Cassandra, dress me in fine holiday fashions. I'm ready to take the night. Show me to your dwelling that I might sample the tastes of the special night. Okay, weirdo, let's get you suited up. Cassandra dresses you in a sassy Ninja Turtle costume, meaning she tied a scarf around your eyes, made you put on booty shorts and knee pads, and handed you a stick. And you're off. The party is massive and rowdy. How can one person know so many people? You start heading over to the snack station when you feel the spirit resurface, turning your body toward a group of guests playing Spin the Bottle. Oh, excuse me. No, they're not. They're playing Spin the Mummy Bottle. Halloween. Okay. Look, Meredith, there is Brian. We feel your dark desire embarrassingly burning in your heart for his flesh. You must speak unto him, for if you do not, we will speak unto him. Brian! You shriek out of panic. Brian looks up startled. Meredith, what's up? Jesus, you scared me. Although I guess this is the day for it, right?
Brian.
You nervously laugh way too loudly and for way too long. He is starting to look concerned. Why are you like this, Meredith? The spirit thinks in your head. We will play your game, Brian. Please spin the glass to determine who shall next kiss. I need to make it more obvious when the ghost is speaking through your mouth as opposed to when it's thinking in your head.
I think it's fairly obvious.
Okay. Everyone in the circle looks at each other uncomfortably, but they still allow you to join. Brian reaches for the bottle, and as soon as his hand releases the spin, the bottle firmly and suddenly stops on you. The glass has landed upon me. Come, Brian, for we shall now enjoy 7 minutes in heaven. Oh my fucking god, you are mortified. You're drenched in fear sweat. You're sure Brian is gonna notice that. And now you have to go make out with him in a closet while possessed by some weird as fuck ghost? Can this possibly go well? Well, can it? Yes or no?
Wait, we decide if it goes well or not? I mean, I want to say no.
I want to say yes.
Oh, you know the drill.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock.
Paper.
Ooh, it's not gonna go. Wait, it's not gonna go well?
It's going to go well.
It's gonna go well.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
What can you do? You go into the closet with Brian and attempt to calm yourself. This is what you've wanted for a while now. Who couldn't? The way Brian's always flipping his hair around all cool and how he cutely collects all those decorative cat scratchers in his cubicle. You've decided to be grateful to the spirit for making this happen since there's not really a way out anyway. As soon as you feel this gratitude in your heart, the spirit speaks in your head one last time. You go, girl. We were just messing with you. We are the spirit of Halloween, and we were trying to teach you a lesson about not being a bummer. Ooh. Remember, being too cool to like things only makes your life boring. Try new things and embrace new opportunities, or we will see you next year.
Oh.
This would be a very sweet send-off. I'm so sorry. This would be a very sweet send-off, if not for what happens next. To leave your body, the spirit leaves in a similar fashion as it entered. The scene plays thusly. You and Brian are together in a closet with some small electric tea lights illuminating you and creating romantic ambiance. With no explanation or warning, your head is thrown back, and then you begin to make a guttural moaning sound like this. While a fuckload of wind violently explodes from your mouth. Brian is thrown backward into the wall, and you stand there gushing. You stand there gushing air and moaning. After that's over, you guys still make out and get married and stuff, but it's an event that you never speak of, even though both of you know that you will never forget it.
The tale of love.
So what do you want to do? You can either have it not go well, or you can not open or go with Cassandra in the first place, I guess, and fight it.
I don't know about the not going well part. If that's what went well.
You guys got married. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so you're in the closet and and it's not going to go well. You do not want to do this. Dear God, how can you make out with Brian while there's a ghost in your body calling the shots? This is so weird. You try going boneless to avoid going in the closet with Brian, but you know what's going to happen. The ghost laughs at your ridiculous attempt and takes a lot of enjoyment out of making you walk to the closet like a horrifying marionette, lolling your head around, crashing you into things. God knows what Brian's thinking right now. He still goes. I mean, rules are rules, but he's obviously freaked out. So should we, kiss or whatever? Brian says nervously, shyly looking down at his shoes. And okay, I was trying to think of the word for this, but the audience can't see me, but when somebody's looking down and they start doing this, shyly.
So shoe gazing? I
said swaying, but it's not really swaying. It's more like twisting. It's not important. Anyway. He's being shy as fuck. The spirit makes you lunge at Brian, locking your fingers into his hair in a vice grip and yanking his head back. Then it makes you kick the back of his knees so he's brought down to the ground. I'm just going to say that it's doing this from now on, not that you are, because what you, or rather a captive soul, is actually doing is pushing back as far as possible into your body and watching with horror. Anyway, now that Brian has been downed and is full on screaming, the spirit lowers your face over his, holding your eyes as wide open as they go. It clamps your mouth onto Brian's mouth and holds it there, forcefully mashing your tongue all over Brian's lips that are clamped shut. But then something weird happens, and I know this whole thing's pretty weird. Poor Brian. I mean, God, he just wanted some kissies. He didn't ask for this. But anyway, Brian starts to relax. He's mimicking the ghost in that his eyes are wide open, almost bloodshot, and he's doing the tongue thing back. After 7 minutes of this, the door's yanked open, and the entire party takes in the odd situation currently going down in the closet. They all start doing that thing where they all say, and Brian smiles and laughs. The ghost bares your teeth, and then the three of you run off together to the courthouse to get married.
What?
So yeah, Brian fell in love with the ghost inside your body, thinking that it's really been you the whole time, and they had a very happy life together, and you're trapped inside your body and can't do anything. It's weird. Happy Halloween!
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys want to not go to the party, or?
Yeah,
Sure. Let's not go to the
let's not go.
Okay, you think you try to stay here so that you don't go to the party. I have diarrhea! You sputter out of desperation for the ghost can stop you. Cassandra leans her head out once again. Okay. Meredith, you can't use that excuse for everything. Fine, if you want to stay here and be boring for the rest of your life, don't let me stop you. Suit yourself. Cassandra stops out, muttering about what a freak you are and how she's going to get kissy on the first dude lazily dressed up like a pirate she sees tonight. What are you going to do now, you stupid jerk? I'm the only one here. You can't embarrass me now. Okay, sure we can't. You got us now, Meredith. The ghost laughs with your mouth and drags you towards your phone. Okay, let's see here. Who out of these people in your contacts doesn't know how you pooped your pants 2 weeks ago in front of your boss? Let's just start dialing and see how far we get. The following hours of the ghost controlling your mouth and telling everyone who answered fake, embarrassing stories about you are excruciating. Your soul screams and sobs the entire time, but you cannot regain control of your body. The ghost continues to do this until you die of shame and then drag your soul down to hell to spend eternity rehashing each call and then following your friends around and watching them spread the horrible, embarrassing lies to each other at your funeral. The end.
Oh, God.
Truly beautiful.
Halloween!
Yeah. Ghost hype?
Yeah. I'm worried I'm not going to get any sleep by the end of this if this is how scary we're starting.
I'm loving it.
I warned you in my little rhyme. I did.
I'll keep that in mind.
It took me a long time to craft that rhyme.
Oh, I know. It was beautiful.
I hope I get possessed on Halloween, because then at least I'll have someone to hang out with.
Yeah. He'll drag you to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
that you don't want to go to, but should for, life reasons.
Yeah, funsies.
Well, that's my tale, so I guess it's...
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me more praise.
I love
Hear
it.
it in front of everyone.
I'm shaking because I loved it so much.
What's the ending that you choose to be the real ending?
I mean, probably the first one.
Yeah.
You don't want to be trapped inside your body while the ghost is married to your crush?
No, I don't. I also don't want to die of shame and have my soul thrown down to hell.
That's fine. Megan's turn.
Megan's turn.
Okay. So you guys sort of... Well, this is another story I've made just from, references that we've done in the podcast before.
Nice.
Called-
shit.
So what's your story called?
It's called Dust Under the Bed.
The podcast?
Inspired by
man.
the best podcast, Dust Under the Bed. Anthony's favorite.
Yeah, Anthony loves it. You can't get enough.
All right. Let's
5 out of
begin.
5 Anthony's agree.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. Let's take it to the next level.
All right. It's Halloween night, and you find yourself grumbling about it. This is the one night out of the year that your boss asks you to lay low, which is difficult for you to do, as you are a proud dust demon from a long line of proud dust demons, each dustier than the last. You're capable of blasting a fine blend of ashes, soots, weird skin and hair cells, and a vast array of tiny bits, anywhere you so choose, to irritate the masses.
Oh, this sounds like the worst demon.
I was going to say, this is like your nightmare.
Yeah. Dust and hair everywhere. Oh,
Are you okay?
I think
You peeing your pants?
I don't know. I may have to stay home from work tomorrow.
Most of the time, you're encouraged to spread your wicked dust particles o'er the land. Inside technological devices, difficult to clean jewelry boxes that had been carelessly left open, and on top of the elderly who had been knitting for way too long. But not today. Today you are to remain under the beds of all places, for this is the night the other, less active demons get to come out in the open, and the one night that everything needs to be literally shiny, glittering, and capable of enticing humans to make wicked, unfortunate decisions that will benefit Satan and all demon kind.
Settlers of Satan?
Like the tofu.
Yeah. Everyone's been mispronouncing it this whole time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That sparkly dew in the cornfield? A perfect scene for a lust demon to encourage young lovers to participate in more than mere romance. The way the moonlight bounces off people's elaborately carved jack-o'-lanterns? A fabulous time for the mischief demon to entice groups of young boys to get into that nasty smash mindset. You're aware that you're lucky that you have constant, steady work, but can't help but feel left out of the festivities. You're feeling extra pissy this year, and you're considering deviating from the plan. Although in a small way, you do enjoy your time under the bed activities once you get over the sting. What should you do? To deviate, turn to page 2. To resume your normal Halloween activities and get under that bed, turn to page 3.
You feeling devious?
No.
No. You just want to be lame old dust.
I want to follow the rules.
Have your way for now.
I want to follow the rules. I'm a good boy.
All right. You decide to lay low and know your place. If Satan wants you to remain lying down under all the beds simultaneously this night, there must be a good reason for it. So you turn to your usual Halloween activity. Come out, my sweet bunnies, you call into the shadows. Several cute, dusty blobs hop over to you excitedly and stop in front of you. You look down at them with affection and pat their heads. Dust flies everywhere. Okay, who wants to be what this time? They all start miming to the best of their ability in a frenzy. Oh, Sooty, a little witch outfit for you. Very nice. You scrape some of you from your palm and shape it into a witch hat and place it on the bunny's head. Adorable.
I'm crying.
And
I
you?
can't.
And you, Ash? Of course, a mummy. Very scary. Dustin? A ghost. How wonderful. You continue crafting. Huh?
So Dustin the Dust Bunny.
Oh, it's so cute.
You continue crafting all the little dust costumes and placing it on them. When they've all been dressed, everyone is jumping up and down and doing little twirls. You've forgotten how much fun you have every year doing this. All right, everyone, line up. You know the words. They come to you one by one and rasp out something that vaguely sounds like, trick or treat. And you sprinkle some ground moth wings into their outstretched appendages.
Oh.
They giggle wispily and all sit in a circle telling you about what fun places they rolled under, or which book tops were their favorites. As you smile warmly, puffs of smoke emit from your face, and you find yourself looking forward to next Halloween as well. The end.
I'm so happy.
That was so heartwarming.
Yeah. See? Sometimes it's good to follow the rules, Paul. You're such a rule breaker.
What? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He's over here with sunglasses and his leather jacket on.
Crossed
With like
arms.
a bedazzled cobra on the back, that's surrounded by naked ladies made of fire.
Oh.
You picked it up for me.
I bedazzled it for him.
Oh, yay.
All right, so yeah, I don't want to follow the rules.
Oh,
no.
Get him out of here.
Just deviate.
Okay.
That was a natural progression.
Yeah.
Screw this. You've been out of sight in Halloween for the last time. You rise up from the depths of the world's beds and shoot out into the night in a vortex of filthy rage. You breathe over the pumpkin fields, and soon the pretty orange and green is covered in gray. You float over the illuminated cemeteries and sprinkle your product until no gravestone could be read by trespassing teens.
Product. Jesus.
You turn the hayrides into dust rides. And worst of all, you fill the colorful sacks of trick-or-treaters with pale powder. You hiss, laugh, and look at the world below. It's a dusty dream, far more than you've ever dared to dust before. Satan will maybe even be proud of you, and all Halloweens to come will belong to you. Suddenly, Satan appears close to you and is walking over. He does not look pleased. Well, speak of the, you start to say. But he puts his hand up sassily to indicate that you should shut your dust hole. What the dust, demon? He says between gritted teeth. Why aren't you under the bed? You stomp your foot and exclaim in a parched wind-like voice. It's not fair that this night belongs to every demon except me. What do you mean? Do you think unfortunate waste demon is out there tonight making food be just on the verge of spoiling? Or is slight self-doubt demon screwing the lids on jars just enough to make you have to get a spoon? No. All demons like yourself that are allowed to operate freely all year are laying low tonight. This is supposed to be a sexy night of tricks, indulgence, and deceptions, where demons who can't blend in as well as you can come out in the open and do their thing in a big way. You kind of get it, but are wondering if you should argue or collect your dusts and shuffle under the bed where you belong. To argue, turn to page 4. To get under that bed where you've been before, turn to page 3.
I'm assuming we should argue.
Yeah, I want to argue first because I want a nice ending after. After he tucks you in sweetly and kisses you on the forehead and says, good job, little buddy. I want Satan to like me.
Okay.
So wait, you're arguing?
Yeah, we're arguing.
I don't even give a care about all that, you say while stomping your foot. I've been putting my dusts all over the globe for centuries, and my father before me, and his father before him. I'm entitled to dusting anything, anytime. He cuts you off. And for whom do you dust? Would you like to be cast from hell and dust independently, with the powers of hell no longer backing you? If that's your wish, I can make that happen. He raises his hands theatrically. No! You scream like a desert wind. You fall to his feet and get his beautiful red vinyl boots dirty. I'm sorry, Satan. Please forgive me. I live to dust things for you. I got out of line. He pats your head, and dust swirls around you like a filthy halo. Now go back under the bed, and let the other demons have their night. In the morning, I'll be looking forward to you, dusting up the decorations and costumes that shone so brightly the night before. You always do a good job bringing a sense of sadness to those putting them in storage. You look up into his eyes and say fiercely, I will make them feel slightly mournful, Satan. And you do just that. The end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what I think?
Hmm?
I don't think we should fight. I think we should just go under the bed and not cause any more trouble.
There are some cute little things waiting for you under there.
Yeah, I want to see Dustin and Ash, the other one.
Yay. Well, that's my Halloween story. Behind the scenes look at Halloween.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Because the other one's a loop.
Yeah. It's a loop.
All right, we heard it. That was great. I really like that.
That was really good.
Oh my goodness. So we got one more tale.
We do have one more tale.
I'm geared up.
I'm
I
urinating.
think you're ready. So my Halloween tale
Ooh.
is called Lonesome Electric Turkey.
All right. Well, that's...
So it's a sensual story.
Yeah, it does.
Very much so. Ouch! Quit shoving me, you dolt! A headstrong girl yells above the sounds of a whining organ tunelessly shrieking in the background. It's not my fault, says the timid boy,
Oh my God.
obviously shaking with fear. I can't see more than a foot in front of me.
Oh my God. Kill this kid immediately.
We'll do it again and you won't be able to see it all. Now help me find the door out of here. We've almost made it out of this crappy haunted house. Flipping on your night vision sight by using the action button, you see the silhouettes of two children wandering down the hallway towards your perch, seated just above the exit. Looks like your queue will be up soon. Good. You are just beginning to start a rest cycle. Not many customers make it this far into the haunted house after all. Most have run out screaming incoherently, with pants soaked through as if they had nearly a dozen gallons of urine suddenly burst inside them.
We all had peeing pants in our stories. Wait, Megan, did you?
I don't think so.
You just talk about it a lot. It's
Yeah,
just your
I
life.
just
Yeah, it's just your motto.
Although, it's hard to blame them since there is an entire myriad of freaks and sideshow acts ranging from the grotesque to unnervingly realistic portrayals of distant relatives the patrons thought they had blocked from their childhood memories. You know the ones, when their parents would leave the room for just a few minutes. However, the fact remains that after you...
Wait, we're both like making uncomfortable faces. What are you talking about?
What are you confessing right now?
What are you confessing?
I'm not confessing anything.
Who touched you?
I never
Show
said
me on the
anyone
doll.
touched
Show me on the cat.
Why would I show you on
Because
the
I
cat?
don't have a doll.
Oh, that just seems wrong, though.
Whoa, it seems wrong, people. Because he's going to do weird stuff.
Uh-huh. However, the fact remains that after you, the customer's time at Uncle Snester's haunted house of sideshows and freaks will be at an end.
Snester.
Some of the other attractions try to feign jealousy that you're the ending attraction, but you know it's just to be nice. To be the end room is not such a great honor when you're also the least visited.
Yeah, that's true.
Running a quick diagnostic check, you run into the usual runtime warnings, but find nothing out of the ordinary. This time, you'll prove that all manners of creatures can be scary, even if they happen to be a mechanically built robotic turkey, complete with reinforced steel casing and proprietary dual-function rear hatch, capable of ample storage or warming 24 eggs up to 4,000 degrees Celsius in under 30 seconds.
How hot is that in Fahrenheit? Speak my language.
Very hot.
Whoa.
As the children get closer, you switch off the night vision in preparation for the strobe lights hooked up to the exit door's handle. The flash will certainly blind the children who are currently feeling along the walls as they stumble along and continue to bicker. This will give you time to swoop down and keep your perch a secret in case they decide to be chatty towards anyone in the line outside. As they continue to argue, you remember how embarrassing it was the first time you forgot to turn off the night vision mode only to be blinded yourself. You fell unceremoniously in a heap onto one of the customers, mangling their body but thankfully not killing them. Logan, as you later learned the kid was called, at least was amenable, and Uncle Snester gave him a job with a grand room of his own near the front as the melted boy.
Ew. But, I mean, are you jelly of him, though, since he is in the front?
Well, I mean, we're a robotic turkey, Stephanie.
Yes.
No one's jealous of that.
I mean...
Being melty. Come on.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
He was an instant hit, but Logan's never really warmed up to you despite his newfound fame and constant attention from the conjoined triplets.
Warmed up. Pun. Pun, everybody. Pun alert.
Aha! I finally found a switch! One of the children cries in exhilaration as your system check completes. It's showtime. Tonight, maybe it would be best to try something new you've been developing in your free time. After all, no one wants to be the last room of a haunted house forever. Sure, having hardly any foot traffic means you get the free time to wonder which came first, the 1 or the 0. But this is your chance to prove you weren't accidentally shipped here instead of the farm down the road.
You're so nerdy.
What? You know the one. It just happens to employ several dozen similar mechano-turkey models. So what should you do? Well, you could always try to execute scare tactic LV426. That one's been stored in your memory banks for a rainy day a while now. There's also THX1138. A little subtle, but these kids might be well suited for it. If you decide to execute scare program LV426, turn to page 3. If you decide to execute THX1138, turn to page 4.
3. Page 3.
Which one's going to give me a massage?
Well, I feel... Wait, which one's the new one?
Which one's the new one? They're both new ones.
Oh, they're both new. Dang it. I want to turn to page 3.
Okay.
All right.
So you want to do LV426?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
I knew that.
All right. Executing runtime program from H/admin/private/tactics/LV426.
Oh my god. Paul's a programmer, everybody.
Paul's a nerd, everybody.
Yeah, he likes the numbers.
Loading assets. LV426 has successfully been built with 0 errors and 3 warnings. Opening your rear exhaust to fill the floor below you with harmless carcinogenic fumes.
Oh my god, harmless?
You hold out your wings and glide gracefully. Twisting in the air, you land on your feet and puff out your chest, letting dense liquid reserves pour from between the metal sheets that make up your outer frame, which coat your silver frame to ensure you're the focal point of the room. Letting out a horrifying shriek, you puff the extensions along your neck like an umbrella opening towards the children. From your beak, a smaller copy of your head mechanically shoots out a few times by way of a pneumatic pump in your throat. It too shrieks as it enters open air. This is it. This will be your greatest scare ever, the one that finally gets you out of the house's last room.
I love it. I'm so excited. He's so puffy.
Then you hear it. This one sound that always makes your heart servos sink in disappointment. Laughter. Look, Trey, it's just a turkey, the girl exclaims, her laughter occasionally punctuated by intermittent snorts.
Oh, just like your laugh. But they're sad.
Yeah, the boy responds. It's not even a real turkey even. It looks like one of those crappy monkey toys with symbols that it bangs together over and over, except not nearly as scary as that weird thing. I mean, seriously, who made that toy and thought, yeah, I should give this wide-eyed, vaguely human, lipless freak to a child. I'll bet they'll love it.
He always wants to rant about something, so no matter what's happening, he's like, I'm going to bring this up and send it home.
The 2 children quietly step around you and head towards the door and open it to a whoosh of fresh air that quickly scatters the smoke along the floor as easily as they had just crushed your spirit modules. Maybe Uncle Snester won't notice this time.
Oh,
Turn to page 5.
No. I've never been sadder.
Let's go back under the bed.
Yeah, I want to see it. What's the first one's name? I didn't say it earlier. Tell me. The first bunny.
Oh.
Megan's not even listening.
I thought you were talking to Paul about the kids' names or something.
No. I have to escape from that right now.
Sooty.
Yeah, I want to see Sooty.
All right, page 5. A few uneventful hours pass after your embarrassing display before the house is closed for business until next week. No other customers made it all the way down to your room at the end. You did hear someone get close to the hallway entrance, but then they shrieked before passing out once Peavy the poltergeist had caught up to them. The jerk. He probably waited until the last second just to tease you.
Peavy. God damn it.
Hate him.
As the house starts to settle, you prepare your battery stores for a recharge once the intercom finally stops blaring the organ stylings of Murky Mildred, Snester's great aunt, who styled herself as something of a virtuoso of the instrument. Starting your shutdown procedure, you set your firmware upgrades to run on the next startup as you drift off into a sleep-like state. Once your updates have completed, your visual filter reveals that you've been transported from your perch to Uncle Snester's office. As you look around the room at the plethora of health code warnings, final notices, and cease and desist letters that line Uncle Snester's walls, your hope stat begins to drop. It was one thing for Snester to come by your room, but no one came into his office alone unless they were a desperate single mom trying to convince him to take their kid and couldn't pay him with money, or they were being fired.
Oh my god. You are horrifying.
Well, a gruff voice booms from behind you. Unless you have a kid you're trying to convince me to take and can't pay with money, I think you know why you're here, Gobbles.
Oh, your name is Gobbles. Is the O a 0?
Mm-hmm.
And the E is a 3?
No.
What? Did you not commit fully to Lee?
I did not.
God.
You quickly collect oil lubricant in your beak before transporting it down your throat in a gulping motion. Uncle Snester walks around his desk filled with various fast food wrappings and overly stretched undergarments and takes a seat. After pinching the bridge of his nose for a moment, he looks at you and begins to speak. Look, Gobbles, it's nothing personal, but we both know why you're here right now. Not a single kid has come out of the exit terrified since you've started. That's our whole business. I keep saying to myself, I'll give the little robo bird brain another chance. But after that display last night, I can't justify the risk anymore. The kids should be too scared to get out. If they do, then it's not scary enough. And they'll start looking for something else to get their rocks off.
Oh, God, these are children.
Uncle Snester sits back in his seat, and your social spectral analyzer indicates there is an 80% chance that he is waiting for a response from you. You can't be let go. If you are, you'll have to go down to the street to the farm, or try to make ends meet storing far more than eggs in that proprietary rear hatch. As you quickly formulate a response, no, an impassioned plea, your chassis begins to heat up from the excess processing power being used. Within a few seconds, you have a solution formulated. You try to lay out the reasons in a well-informed and reasoned argument, not just based on your own personal convictions, but also including the socio-economic reasons that keeping you on would be a good idea. However, all that comes out is a single monotone gobble, gobble. Uncle Snester eyes you for a moment before smiling a warm, broad smile that reveals not one, not two, but 3 herpes sores underneath the ends of his mustache.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say gold teeth.
Yeah.
All right, my boy, I'll give you one more shot. But after last night's fiasco, I need to see what you're bringing to the table, and I need to see it now. If you can show me something truly horrifying, I'll let you stay. If not, well, as they used to say in the Old West, you're fired.
Poop in his hand. Is that a choice?
That's not what it says here.
I'm sorry for my outburst, everyone.
Interpolating the best possible outcomes, you search your data stores and pull up 3 options to try to scare Uncle Nestor. These are 3 untested modules, and the names don't seem to help with their function as they were written hastily by a person under duress. But they're your only hope. If you decide to try Operation Fruit Bowl, turn to page 8. If you decide to try Razzmatazz, turn to page 7. If you decide to try Toss Salad and Eggs, turn to page 9.
Shoot.
Oh,
Well,
God. You know
okay,
how I feel about eggs.
Yeah, I want to save Razzmatazz for last,
Eggs.
no matter what. So let's do eggs.
Give baby
eggs.
an egg.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody takes an egg from baby in the corner.
Sure. All right, so running program, Toss Salad and Eggs.
I do not like the title, but I will allow it.
As the program loads, you don't feel any different. None of your motor components seem to have changed or have been prepared for any new phenomena. This one could have been unfinished. Uncle Snester lets out a sigh and gives you an almost pitied look of concern. Then your beak opens up and a voice of even temper and timbre begins to speak. In all of our lives, we are forced to endure the knowledge that one day we will cease to exist. However, the moment of death is actually set in 2 stages, most likely to occur at much different times. In the first, we lose our physical form, sometimes with the knowledge that it is about to happen, and sometimes without being able to face the inevitable for one reason or another. The second stage of death will come at an indeterminate time later, when the ones that loved or hated us are also gone. At this point, we will be truly dead, both in body and in spirit.
Oh my god.
The speech stops and your beak closes just as your internal logs indicate the program has completed. Without much other option, you try to scan Uncle Snester's face for a response. A single tear rolls down his cheek. Get back to your room and never come into my office ever again, Uncle Snester says in a solemn tone before quietly but briskly shooing you out of his office. As he shuts and locks it behind you, you think you hear faint sobs coming from the other side of the door. Extending an auxiliary microphone underneath the door's frame, you confirm that he is in fact crying into several wads of fast food wrappers. But hey, you kept your job, right?
Yeah!
Hooray!
The end.
Do our shitty job forever.
Yeah, so what was the first one called?
So there's Razzmatazz and thing that I remember, Operation Fruit Bowl.
Okay, Fruit Bowl next?
Fruit Bowl.
I have a feeling that he named it Razzmatazz because he knew it would entice me, and it's going to be the lamest one.
This is it. The more ridiculous the name, the scarier the outcome must be, right? Let's hope so. Operation Fruit Bowl begins, and your proprietary rear hatch deposits 3 eggs behind you in quick succession. The eggs vibrate and begin to hatch one by one as your automated systems begin to take over. The first egg reveals a small speaker that begins to play a Brazilian samba, which sounds like it's coming from a children's music book. The second egg reveals a rather risque, brightly colored dress with puffed shoulders. Oh no, your subprocessors print to your memory logs. The third reveals a headdress made of various fruits.
Oh my god.
Moments later, you try to stop the program from continuing, but your faculties are locked into the new subroutine. After hastily wrapping the dress, clearly made for a woman, over your mechanical frame and placing the fruit headpiece on, your turkey body does its best to mime a Carmen Miranda-esque dance to the beat provided.
Aww,
Oh, God.
that's so cute. Hopefully he'll admire his, chutzpah.
Oh, is it gonna be sexy time? Because I'm afraid for turkey.
No, you better not make it sexy.
Don't make it sexy time for that turkey, Paul.
Look at him. He's covered in shame.
The song plays for an agonizingly long time before finally ending. Your visual sensors meet Uncle Snester's, whose face seems red with rage. Without saying anything, he walks over the doorway and checks the hall before locking the 2 of you in his office and returning to his desk. Gobbles, Uncle Snester says through labored breath as he wipes away a fresh coat of sweat from his forehead.
No.
I can't give you the back room, but you are welcome to this one.
No.
He finishes with a wide smile, revealing a 4th herpes sore.
No.
The end.
No!
Razzmatazz, we need to cleanse.
I don't want any more fruit. I don't want any more fruit.
I can't believe you did this to Gobbles. You are disgusting.
He's too cute for this.
He is. He tried his best.
Well, do you want to end with Razzmatazz? Because there was another option.
I know. I'm going back to the
All right.
option after. I need Razzmatazz.
All right.
Is this going to get sexy again? 'Cause my heart can't take that.
Eager to please the boss and keep the only job that keeps you away from the everyday doldrums of modern life, you fire up Razzmatazz. As you do, your power output levels increase to dangerous levels. Soon sparks begin to shoot out in spurts from your beak as your head spins like a top. The papered walls erupt in flame. The flames are then fanned into a mini tornado as your wings begin to flap voraciously, and your clawed feet anchor your body to the floor beneath you. The frenzied actions continue until your wings manage to put out the very fire that you had started. As your movements begin to slow down and your head's rotation comes to a stop, the sparks cease cascading from your beak and instead replaced by a droning swell that threatens to burst Uncle Snester's eardrums before beginning a countdown. Your head then rockets off through the ceiling, leaving your torso behind.
No.
Sinestro is impressed. Unfortunately, though, that wasn't an act, but rather a failsafe measure to protect your central processor from an error that occurred when trying to run the program. He tries to shout through his new skylight to give you the good news, but it's hard to hear since you're nearing the stratosphere. Who knows, maybe if your head doesn't burn up on re-entry, you might be able to find your way back to a secure job. The end.
I hate you. You ruined Razmataz. Look, that sounded badass, but I'm really mad.
If it was badass, then why are you mad?
Because you may or may not re-enter the atmosphere or whatever, and come on. I need him to be whole and happy. You made me love this stupid turkey so much.
Yeah.
Almost as much as I love Satan.
Almost, yeah.
All right, well, let's do the other scared thing. God, I'm mad now.
So yeah, the remaining thing was you guys had one other scare tactic to use on the children. Executing runtime program h/admin/private/tactic/thx1138. Loading assets. Error building component on line 329 of file startup.exe.
Oh my God.
Attempting to run
passed out.
Attempting to run unfinished program. This may result in unintended behavior. Tumbling off your perch and landing with a heavy thud into the floor below. The children seem unsure of what to make of the mass of metal and circuits in front of them. Your casing managed to keep everything together, but the strobe lights in the corners of the doorway malfunctioned from the tremor caused by your fall, and now remain permanently on to highlight your shame. As your system reboots to check for malfunctioning parts, the holographic imaging component of your visual processors begins to project an archive file of a nude woman dancing to minimalist blips and pops, the sight of which confuses and terrifies the two children. What's happening? The boy begins to cry. Putting on a brave face and averting her gaze, the girl drags the boy by the arm out the exit door. A few minutes later, your diagnostic subroutines finish, and the holographic imager shuts off. Sitting upright, you hope they didn't run straight to their parents or Uncle Snester. And then it continues, going to Snester's office.
Oh, God.
Why can't you just have him do something really good?
Why can't he go to the fair or something?
Okay, but have you guys seen the movie THX 1138?
Oh!
Of course not, because that sounds hella boring and probably is a classic or whatever the fuck.
Well, it was like George Lucas's first movie. It's like a dystopian film, and there's a really weird scene where they're like, so they control every aspects of these people's lives, and there's a really weird scene where this guy goes to his like living room and watches holographic TV, and then suddenly he decides, I'm going to put on this video of this like woman dancing naked, and then this little nozzle comes down
No!
and does stuff.
No,
and then and then it's like, all right, rest of the movie.
What kind of stuff, like Sudoku?
Like Suckdoku.
Did feng shui his apartment?
I mean, I guess that could be an analogy for it.
Did it give him something? I don't know. It's just really upset. Okay, I'm sure that the people, all the scads of people listening are like, oh, bravo.
No, I just...
Yeah, it's an amazing reference. But I want Gobbles to have a nice life.
Yeah.
Gobbles
That's the spookiest thing of all.
What's wrong with you?
Gobbles did have a nice life. Don't you remember the ending where he kept his job just by giving him a little speech?
Yeah, that was nice.
That was
he
a
was
good one.
happy.
Yeah.
That's the real ending here. We should have stopped there.
Okay.
No, not really. I liked the imagery of
fighting, saying that you hate.
Paul, you can't make me love an animal and want the best for him and then not give me the best for him. Have only one of the 4 endings be the best for him.
Yeah, why didn't he get any kettle corn snacks or anything?
God, you didn't even give him any snacks.
Does he have a snack?
Doesn't need snacks.
Neither does Data, but he still eats them sometimes for fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't Data.
That's who it is in my heart because it's a Data turkey, and I love Data so much, and I want him to be happy.
But didn't you love how he simulated gulping?
Yeah, that was really fun.
Okay. So just think of that.
He was like, "Oh, I'm scared." Plus, I really liked his first, thing that the kids didn't care about. extending his neck and having a little turkey head come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Like Alien, except cute, turkey, and puffy. Can you get me a gobbles for my Halloween, or maybe not my Halloween, but my Thanksgiving decor? I guess it could be both now.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, you say yes. Say yes so that everyone can hear you, so that you have to do it.
So, great stories from everyone.
Halloween special!
Hope you're not too spooked.
I hope you are. That's all. Bye. Just kidding.
If you have Halloween suggestions for us on this Halloween day, or
on this the day of Halloween,
on this the day of my Halloween, or anything else you'd like to ask us, you can email us at strangepathspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, or you can tweet at us, or look at all the stupid illustrations I do for all the stupid episodes on Twitter at strangepathspod.
Or
you can write me only with your weird thoughts at bozosglowglobes@gmail.com. You questions for us if you would like to answer. We can both answer this one. I mean, all three of us. I didn't forget about you.
Both of us. Both, not Paul.
Yeah, she didn't forget about you.
She's talking to me, people.
This one comes from
Paul
Robin.
Oh, really?
Back in our graces, I see.
Wow, Robin likes us again. Not our graces. We're back in her graces.
Oh.
She asks, may I ask, who is your celebrity crush? Also, what do you do if you have a tummy shame?
Also, those are linked.
All right, guys. Celeb crushes. Jeff Goldblum
Abe
forever.
Vigoda.
I'm sorry, what?
Abe Vigoda?
Abe Vigoda.
Who's Abe Vigoda?
Megan knows.
Yeah.
You know,
who's Abe Vigoda?
you remember
He's
the guy,
the oldest
really
man
old guy
ever.
from Good Burger who was grumpy?
Oh, yeah. That's your crush?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hot.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Maybe since it's Halloween, how about, something about Beetlejuice is really attractive.
I will always love Michael Keaton in every way. I want him to be my uncle.
And my
I want him
boyfriend.
to be my boyfriend. I want to like go to just be friends and just go to the park and make fun of people or do weird shit.
Yeah.
He turn
He
into
looks
a fly.
sinister though.
Sexy. He turns into a fly. No, he eats a fly. I'm confusing it with Jeff Goldblum and the fly.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Is your crush Michael Keaton?
I mean, Michael Keaton's pretty high up there, yeah.
Wow.
Michael Keaton forever.
So we're all in love with.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, the original Batman.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Let's forget
Adam
about
West.
Adam West, yeah. Sorry, Adam. A-dubs.
Well,
And then what did she ask us?
What do you do about tummy shame?
Oh, well, I don't really know what that is. Like, it could be a lot of things.
you don't remember?
Well, I'll tell you that I remember having tummy shames in middle school, but at my middle school, it was such a good middle school that they had removed all the stall doors from the boys' bathrooms.
Oh, no. That is shameful.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that's exactly what she's referring to. It's a Crack Fox reference. It's a subject minus the fecal matter that we really don't like discussing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about here. I get it, people.
I don't know what we're talking about.
We're not going to tell you. What
We
you
are
do is you
ladies and we
pretend.
don't. It's one of the things that
Are we
I
talking
don't
about
talk
flatulence?
about. Yeah.
You pretend it doesn't
You
happen.
could just say that.
Here's what
No,
I do.
I can't.
I'll tell you. I go as far away as I can from everyone else, out into the woods. I go ahead and I tummy shame it up, and I come back in like it never happened. And it never did.
Yeah, nobody knows about it.
My recommendation is just hold it in until it hurts, and then keep holding it in.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, it will either stop hurting more, or it will stop hurting.
Or come out of your eyes.
Yeah.
That's also a unique possibility.
But hey, as a palate cleanser, I've got a funny middle school bathroom story if you guys want to hear.
About flatulence?
No. Megan knows the story. where I went into the bathroom and there was a girl that you could see under the stall that she had gotten full naked to go to the bathroom. And there was another girl standing outside the stall yelling at anybody who looked under the stall at the clothes. And she was like, "Get out of here! My friend's going to the bathroom. There's nothing to see."
That's a true friend right there.
It was. But I was like, why is she naked? And so naturally I was like, trying to look and see what, like, are all the clothes on the floor? Like, on the floor?
Maybe she's a real sweaty pooper.
I don't know what's wrong with her, but I'll never forget that.
Never in my life.
I think about it a lot.
Bringing it up at the funeral.
Yes, please do. She told me this story one time. You guys are going to love it. This really sums up Megan as a person. I mean, Stephanie as a person. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh, we're merging.
Yeah, I'm going to say that at your funeral.
The next email is just a picture of Patrick Stewart going apple picking. Let me see if I can. He has a basket.
Oh,
he looks real happy. Love you, Patty
Robin
Stew.
knows. Yeah, we love Patrick Stewart in this house.
Yes.
He can do no wrong. Except for that he is the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Why
that's true.
did you do it, Patrick? But
Ugh.
I forgive you because you're an angel.
I assume it was to save an animal or something.
Yeah, I assume that he was just one of those flashes of whimsy that he gives into because he's so whimsical and magical.
Or the producers of the movie really wanted a lesser known Star Trek persona, and Patrick Stewart was like, "No, if you do this, you'll never be back in the limelight. I'll take the hit."
Oh, he's a saint.
He's a beautiful angel with a beautiful head shape.
Oh, and a beautiful heart. His head is so pointy. I drew it one time and I was like, whoa, this is egg shaped.
Ooh, maybe that's why I like it so much.
That's probably why.
One final email, also from Robin. They're all from Robin. Help me.
Nobody else listens.
This one says, "What did you have for lunch? You know what I had, I'm sure. Head and Shoulders, toothpaste, shit." She's loving that crack box.
Yeah.
What? Okay, well, I had sort of a sad thing for lunch. I'll tell you what it is. I just had one piece of bread, and I made some real quick, poor man's egg salad. I boiled eggs, and I smeared it all over, and I ate it real quick, and then I went and, cleaned a bunch of diarrhea blasts out of other people's bathrooms. That's included.
That's
in
her
the lunch.
hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just does that for fun.
Yeah.
We have to pry her away to get her to write for
Yeah,
us.
like Megan, oh my God. Like, leave some for everybody else, Well, here's what I had for lunch because I feel, sickly and I don't really care about food as much. I had a small piece of banana bread. That's all.
Nice.
Did you also have an individual bread slice thing, Paul?
He wasn't here.
No.
Oh.
I was at work, and because
Like an adult. I was at work.
I was at an office, and I had a bottle of Soylent.
Mother's milk.
Yeah, delicious, bland flower water.
But did you put that flavor in there?
I did put in a little Mio
Shit flavor.
vanilla flavor.
Yeah.
Just so it didn't taste completely like pancake
And
mix.
instead tasted like shit.
Yes.
No, it is pretty good with that stuff in it. Not poop.
You sure?
The Mios.
All right.
Amazing question, Robin.
Yes.
Yep. I hope you're having a happy Halloween, because I know you're listening to it on Halloween, Robin. I know what you're doing. Better be listening to these immediately.
There's no way that I made the illustration that only some people see because I put it on Twitter and forget to put it everywhere else. I don't know where I was going.
Why don't you go ahead
I
and write
want
us
everybody
some
to
more?
look at them.
Robin, I want to know what cute costume you might be getting yourself all, ready to go out on Halloween in this year. I remember one time you were that upside down tulip and it was real cute. I probably looked like throw up.
That's Megan's favorite costume. She just throws up on herself and tells everybody she's throw up.
I'm sick.
Well,
Oh my god. Can you imagine showing up to a party? I'm sick. They're like, oh, good costume, Megan. Masterful.
realistic smell.
Can you point me to your pizza rolls?
Oh, pizza rolls. Right? You love pizza rolls. Tell me.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Yeah. Hope you guys can catch some sleep after this one.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We'll see you next time for our November.
Yeah, it's a regular one.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.